Are you ready to roll, homeboy?
You do it. I mean, you do the intro, and I will.
Niggas and Jews, Hindus and Jews, spics and mix, gooks and mooks, hags and fags, dumb bitches of all ages, races and faces. This is the program that reaches the beaches and shakes the lakes. Cheers, bitches. Drive fast, take chances.
And on that note,
It is time to end.
Never.
If we didn't offend you yet, we're gonna work on it. Jesus Christ.
We got 20 minutes on the clock.
And it is DMX to God and begin. Oh boy. We got a lot to go through. First of all, some housekeeping updates. We're going to streamline the process so everyone who was on the program and didn't get to hear themselves on the interrupts yet, the turnaround time is going to be cut shorter. We're going to be working with some new materials, some new software, some new hardware. So hopefully that's going to be in the works. And unlike goddamn Tim Dillon, we're putting out shit almost every other day. Not this... Oh, shut up, dog. Not this once every 2 weeks bullshit. But speaking of, yeah, Tim Dillon the Great. I will be in the building. I didn't even put this together. Same age, born 8 years off from I am. And I believe we will be attending the taping of the special, and it will be his birthday. So I'm already planning out, I'm going to scream, "Happy birthday, Tim!" And maybe I can get on the special. It's like, thank you, you stupid polite heckler. I've done it before. But wasting no time, I'm starting to get a little pissed off at this country, man. Do you want to know how much do you think Ford spends on advertising?
I'm going to say 30 million. That's just a shot in the dark.
Nah, even close.
Higher?
Yeah, way.
Really?
If you said 30 billion, I'd be like, nah.
Okay, well, let's segue faster and...
All right, 2.1 billion. $2.1 billion. And I have never... I don't know. I don't know.
That's stupid.
Listen, people are going to buy...
That's like me showing up drunk to a McDonald's at 2 in the morning and throwing $300 at him and asking him for, like, a hamburger and a large fry and a soda. That makes no sense. That's stupid.
It's like, dude, people are going to buy cars because they have to move around. You don't need to spend $2.1 billion fucking dollars. I've never seen a car commercial in my life where I was like, I'm going to buy that car because I saw that commercial. It doesn't happen. What are we fucking doing? This over-branding and everything is... This is the Kia starting goaltenders report, the Audi MSG 150, the Verizon call to the bullpen, the Taco Bell take, and don't even get me started on DraftKings and Betfair Casino and MGM Casino and fuck you.
They're going to buy Ferraris. This is stupid.
Ferrari doesn't advertise.
The fact that they have that much money to go walking around with is fine. The only way I can actually logistically
I can't really justify that ever. Like, dude, $2 billion, you could buy a fucking country.
If they're doing it as a tax write-off, I get it. They're just trying to purge money. Just like, I've heard, but I don't know firsthand, but that there's school systems that if they don't spend their entire budget, then they run the risk of not having the budget the next year.
Yeah, there was an episode in The Wire, real quick, transition. There was an episode in The Wire where they showed, it's like, these kids are truants, delinquents, as in they don't show up to school, but in order to meet our budget needs, you have to have some guy drive up in a van and pick them up and make them do like 5 days of school attendance in a year. Otherwise, they lose their funding. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I mean...
Oh, yeah, it's very cool, man. Welcome
that's
to
super
America.
cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to get real pissed off at this. And... This is what happens when you have no struggle and people argue about the left and the right and Fox News and CNN and all this dumb bullshit.
Cares? But yeah,
you don't have any real struggle if this is what the most important thing is.
You're entirely right. Like, if this is what you wake up and you
Dude,
think
other
about,
countries are laughing at us. They're fucking soft pussy babies in America. Everyone gets a participation trophy. They're making everybody too soft. It's fucking ridiculous.
People around here...
Joseph would love this, by the way.
People around here, it's like they're in the Special Olympics.
They're in a bubble. They're shielded. They're in a safe space.
No
it's
offense.
Fucking ridiculous.
But my point of it is, it's like, you know, everyone's like, that's why there's so many Karens, quote unquote, where it's just like they're like, oh my god, and I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Like,
Yeah, if this is what you're focusing on, like a Starbucks outrage,
I'm like,
this
wow,
is...
dude, I've been paralyzed, I've been shot at, I've had this, I've had that, I blah blah blah, and
you're saying someone gave you a mean Facebook comment, you fucking snowflake.
It's not even that. I'm talking about in real life. Like I've seen multiple.
No, that is real life, man. People kill themselves
parents.
over being bullied on social media. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You
fucking don't deserve to live.
I know that happens, but what I'm talking about is people in real life that I'm like, really, girl? Like, this is why you are having a meltdown.
People put too much currency and... Well, currency. Too much vested interest in what their public opinion is. Because that will make or break you nowadays. And that's not really great for, like, society as a whole, I think.
I think it is if it's positive. If it's positive, that's fine. If it's negative, no.
Explain what you mean.
So what I mean by that is, okay, if you're investing yourself in the entire community, into random people around the world, I've never met you, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's like the Prax or the skate park. Whatever. Those are positive things. No one's walking away with their feelings hurt or like, fuck, I wish that never was a thing. You know?
Right. That's my point.
It's like uplifting.
So if you're doing that, and you try, and you're doing something positive,
all the power, more power to you.
And there are people all around the world that do that, and that's my point. But then if you're just gonna like show up, like, okay, let's fast rewind. Okay,
yeah. DVR the fuck out of this bitch. Let's go TiVo.
Let's double placebo, and let's reverse this, and let's say, okay.
Let's use your words. Double back, reverse, backtrack, fucking...
So let's fucking segue and use
words.
So let's say to the event that I did this afternoon for free for kids, they loved it. It was great. I bought food, I cooked food.
Yeah, it's an effort of charity and being a good citizen.
Nothing was basic. I was just trying to bring the
You're doing it for
together.
Clout? You're like, I'm doing this for the gram. Look at me. I'm a fucking charitable celebrity.
No, you know I didn't do that. You know I didn't do that. And anyways.
But you are a charitable celebrity. Come on.
I'm not a celebrity. I'm a web-lettery. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're a entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur.
I'm a fucking badass janitor. Anyways, the point of it is like, could you imagine if there was a fucking Karen that saw and showed up there? Like, there wasn't, thank God, because, number one, she probably would have gotten her ass kicked by another person, not me.
You're serving food without
the point of it
gloves.
is like, could you imagine like somebody showing up to like a free event for kids and orphans and midgets and whatever the fuck, and
trannies, don't
like,
forget trannies.
What?
It's racist if you don't include the trannies.
That's fine too. I don't care.
Was this a tranny exclusion barbecue? Like
no, dude. All trannies.
I don't want to attend it then.
I mean,
I don't want to go to your
event.
If they're gonna be trannies. We're joking, by the way. But anyway, we got to pack in a lot of shit, and we got 11-something minutes to do it. Speaking of the goddamn trannies, so here, goddammit.
Shut up for a second.
You shut your mouth.
So, anyways, let me wrap this up so you can do your thing.
Put a bow on it, you dumb bitch.
My point of it is if you are spending your money, your time, your effort, and your love to help, like, random strangers, and some random-ass Karen comes in and starts bitching about there's no cheese, or there's no, and there was cheese.
Tell them to go fuck themselves.
That's my point. Thank you. Now segue and continue with your thoughts, because you have 9 minutes and 54 seconds.
Listen, bitch, I'm the timekeeper right now. I don't think that's accurate, by the way, but we're wasting time talking about time. Hello! Alright, so, speaking of charitable events and being a good citizen and all that shit, how about that motherfucking Kygo? That Norwegian tropical house music producer. Wow. He is one of my fucking heroes. You know who else is? Goddamn Chris Hardwick. And I will tell you why.
Well, hurry up.
Listen, bitch, this is my time. I will use it and squander it the way I see fit.
Okay.
Juicer is rolling in his grave right now. But the reason I say he's fucking... I wouldn't say hero, but yeah, maybe. Inspiration. Guy's
Tell me
been
why.
the host. He's a fucking nerd. Number one. Like, he's really short. He's way shorter in person because I fucking met him, and he's cool as a fan. But he's a genuine sweetheart, and he's been on TV. Do you remember who Jenny McCarthy was?
Yeah, dude. It was Maury Povich's ex-girlfriend.
I don't think that's right, but sure.
It's not. I'm just fucking with you. Okay,
that may or may not be true.
Okay, good.
Alright, she was on an MTV show, like, singled out in the 90s. So, either way, that's over 20 years ago. And I tie this together neatly because he was a co-host on that show.
Okay.
And when I'm looking at the body of work as a whole, and it's like, wait a minute, let me see. You're a comedian. Your shit isn't that great. I've seen you. It's good. It's witty. You're a host of many different things. You did 1,000 episodes of a podcast, audio only, the Nerdist podcast, which they had everyone from Penn and Teller to fucking Tom Hanks on that goddamn show.
That's pretty cool.
And fun fact, he bribed Tom Hanks with an old school typewriter.
It was probably Corona and...
No, this was like 5 years back. It was...
Oh, okay.
They're like, come on, we need you, Tom Hanks. He's like, after reaching out, we just decided we would send you this old typewriter because we know you're a weirdo and you collect old fucking typewriters. And...
Tom Hanks is actually a really cool dude. Shout out to Tom Hanks.
I believe he's a fucking... He's
awesome actually a really cool dude, man. He's like, I will genuinely stand by this. I've not met him in person, but I've heard secondhand from people who have met him when he was filming something here in Albuquerque. Albuquerque. He's a cool dude.
Albaloco.
Cool yeah, exactly. Like he's a cool dude, man. I give him shout outs and props. So, what up, man?
Anyway, to finish my statement real quick, Chris Hardwick, fucking, I'm amazed that he did not get canceled for some joke he made on At Midnight. Where if you don't know it, look it up. It's the @ sign, like, you know, the Twitter shit. At Midnight. It was a show that took place on midnight, and him and Thomas Lennon and Ben Garant put together, like, it was like Jeopardy with dick jokes, and they would, you know...
Dude, that sounds amazing!
You've never seen it? Oh my god.
What is 2 things that can fit in your mouth? Alex, I'll take my balls for 400.
Okay, I'll take no laughs for 1,000. The levels of disrespect.
Wow.
No, but they would just do, like, a critique on what took place on the internet and the most viral memes, trending bullshit, and they would have comedians, like, most of the shit was written beforehand, and just give their take, response, try and make people laugh, and, you know, obviously someone won the internet.
You're a dumb bitch. If you can do it off, like, your first 30 to 60 to 5 minutes, then you're a badass, but if I have to rehearse it, if I have to say, oh... You know what?
No. It's all pretty much whatever. They taped it, ironically, at the I Love Lucy studio.
Oh, that's actually
Shouts.
Great. I like that.
That's a fun factoid.
But,
yeah, the fun segue is...
And, hey, let me tell you, DMX, you got some splaining to do.
Hey, listen, Desi Arnaz. You don't talk to me that way, you dumb bitch. The fun factoid is, back in the 90s, this dude was a wreck. And back in a couple of the 2010s when I was a wreck, that show got me through many dark days. So I'm like, I just need something that's going to entertain me and distract me from the bad thoughts. But anyway, hold on, young man. We are on a time crunch. Oh shit, we're rolling down to the 20-minute mark. Yeah, no. He was a fucking major alcohol monster. And his quote was... I think he's 10 years sober, something like that. But he's like, I was drinking a baby elephant's weight in alcohol every fucking day. And this is probably...
Beer or straight?
I didn't ask him, bro. It was a quote that he gave to magazines. I don't know. Ask Entertainment Weekly reporters. I don't care about dumb shit like that. But I believe it. And he got sober and still ran his podcast. Still was a host. Still is a comedian, and now he's on NBC hosting The Fucking Wall. And I literally walked up to him during the show and met him and shook his hand. I was like, it's a fucking honor, sir. And he's like, thank you so much, man. Do you mind if I get back to the show? Because we got, like, people in a microphone right now. And he's like, I'm 8 years sober. And they're like, yeah! He's like, I love being applauded by people who are literally drinking at the bar. They're in a bar right now. And someone went, so are you! And he's like, touche. Well played, sir. Yeah, but,
banter.
Alright, 15 and a half. But, yeah, he's definitely an inspiration because, bro, he's a nerd. He's smart. He's a comedian. He gets to host all the podcasts, and he gets to host The Wall on NBC. It's co-produced by LeBron fucking James, of all people. And
Dude,
he got Me Too'd, by the way. He got Me Too'd. Hold on, this is the last thing. He got Me Too'd, and he lost all of his fucking jobs because someone said some bullshit. And I know I sound like a fanboy, because yeah, I am. I explain why. But Chloe something, not Kavinsky or whatever, made some allegations which turned out to be nothing, and look, he got all his fucking jobs back. It's like, oh, wow. Imagine that shit. You're not a scumbag? Look, what happened? And, and the fire extinguisher, I mean, fucking smoke detector, agrees with me. It chirped. It even chirped in. Hey-oh, with a chirp. Chimed in.
Well, I guess
in.
that's our third co-host tonight because we have nobody else. Not because we couldn't have anybody else.
No, no one else is allowed to be. No one else is allowed to be here yet. This is a challenge in expediency. I want to see what we can pack into 20 minutes.
Let's go. Quick. What
let's
else
go.
Nothing much, helped out the community, did some things, explained it. People don't understand it because they're like, why the fuck would you go spend that much money for strangers? And I said, because I can.
Yeah, if you're in a position to help somebody and do something nice for people and be altruistic, you should probably do that, the little things in life.
It's not so much also, yes, you're right, the little things in life, the impact. And
you don't know if one of those kids are going to off themselves that day, and they're like, oh, fucking Johnny the Monkey made me a nice hamburger with fucking little garlic seasoning
not only
and
that,
all that.
Johnny the motherfucking monkey told all these kids, like, yo, here's all this food, and it's badass food. I was like, you just better help me clean up. Don't leave a mess. Throw your trash in the trash can. And if I ask you to, like, help me, like, unload something or load something, you do it. Period. Yeah. And they're all like, yeah, dude. And everyone fucking did.
Pay your way.
100. They're like, yeah. Do you want me to carry these sodas? I'm like, yeah, if you want to take some, you can get some sodas if you want to make a plate for home. Or all
right, with 2 minutes left, we are going to give you the golf clap and give you a minute of the final thoughts.
Ooh, the final thoughts of the day.
Final thoughts. Don't worry, we're getting... Everyone, I feel bad for everyone who's not been able to be fucking produced yet. Don't worry, everything is saved, they're coming. So the turnaround time should be a lot quicker. And I just want to thank everyone who's been a part of this. It's been a real fun journey, and it's not over. It's, I want to say, just beginning. I mean, it's a 4-year process. But big shouts to everybody. I can't do all the names because that will literally kill the rest of the clock.
But
7 seconds to go. Johnny the Monkey, bring us in for a landing.
In for landing, let's
and
say
don't suck each other's dicks too much.
Shut up and
you dumb bitch.
My own dick. So anyways, it's like a key, and it's just turning on in the sense of that. Shout out to Brazil,
I said we're bringing in for a landing, but I'm like, this is just starting to take off.
Shout out to everybody, because without you, we wouldn't be who we are. And we appreciate you, and we thank you for your stories and experiences, and one love. And if no one told you, drive fast, take chances.
The levels of disrespect will find you wherever you go. To quote Chris Hardwick, be nice to each other, goddammit. GG's, have fun. And I got one more thing. I got one more thing to ask. I'm going to just stall for about 10 seconds. You can probably figure this out if you're an astute listener. We got 20 seconds, so I'm going to try and time this out properly.
What would it be?
I don't know, man. It's probably going to be a huge ask. It could be a favor. You think it could be?
Are you going to do me a favor?
I'm going to. I'm going to ask everyone else to do me a favor, too.
Alright, and what would that favorite be?
Have a great day, guys.
Heyo, skeet skeet, gang gang.